The evening of November 24, 1971, was unremarkable. It a calm yet mysterious figure boarded Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305 in Portland, Oregon, unknowingly setting the stage for one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries. He purchased a one-way ticket to Seattle under the name Dan Cooper. Little did the crew and passengers know that this man would soon become the centerpiece of one of the greatest mysteries in American history. Known to the public as D.B. Cooper, this enigmatic figure executed an audacious mid-air heist, demanding a ransom of $200,000 and vanished into the night. His actions sparked one of the most extensive FBI investigations ever, leaving behind a trail of questions, a hijacking legend, and a case that remains unsolved to this day. Over 5 decades have passed since that fateful evening, but the mystery of D.B. Cooper continues to captivate the imagination of investigators, amateur sleuths, and conspiracy theorists alike. Today, we explore 5 crucial clues that might finally unlock the secrets behind this daring crime. Each clue holds shocking revelations, strange coincidences, and unanswered questions that have kept this case alive in the public consciousness for so long. Let's dive into the facts. Clue number 1, the clip-on tie and DNA evidence. One of the most overlooked, yet potentially groundbreaking pieces of evidence in the D.B. Cooper case is the black clip-on tie he left behind on the plane. After the passengers were released and Cooper prepared for his daring parachute escape, he removed the tie and left it on his seat. This single item has been scrutinized by experts for decades, but it wasn't until recent advancements in forensic science that it gained renewed significance. In 2009, a team of scientists working with the FBI re-examined the tie using modern technology. They discovered particles of titanium and rare earth metals embedded in the fabric. These substances were not commonly found in the 1970s and were typically associated with manufacturing industries like aerospace engineering or advanced technical environments. This clue has led many to speculate that D.B. Cooper might have worked in one of these industries or had access to such facilities. Could the tie's microscopic traces of titanium hold the key to identifying him? Adding another layer of intrigue is the possibility of extracting DNA from the tie. The FBI claims to have isolated a partial DNA profile from it, but the limited quality of the sample has hindered definitive identification. Critics argue that the tie might have been a plant meant to mislead investigators. The real question is whether this clue can lead to a direct link to a specific individual. So far, it has only added to the enigma of D.B. Cooper. Clue number 2, the money found along the Columbia River. In February 1980, an 8-year-old boy named Brian Ingram was digging in the sand along the banks of the Columbia River near Vancouver, Washington. What he discovered would reignite interest in the D.B. Cooper case and raise even more questions. Buried in the sand were 3 bundles of decaying $20 bills, totaling $5,800. Astonishingly, the serial numbers on the bills matched the ransom money given to D.B. Cooper. This discovery, known as the Tina Bar money find, remains one of the most baffling aspects of the case. How did the money end up there? Investigators have suggested several possibilities. Some believe Cooper intentionally buried the money as a decoy, while others think the bills were carried downstream by the river after being discarded. However, experts analyzing the degradation of the money have pointed out inconsistencies with these theories. For instance, sediment analysis of the bills revealed that they had not been in the river as long as originally thought. This has led to speculation that the money might have been planted at a later date, perhaps by Cooper himself or someone who stumbled upon the ransom. If Cooper survived, why would he leave behind part of his loot? And if he didn't, does this mean someone else found his remains and discarded the money? These questions remain unanswered, but the Tina Bar find is a vital clue in unraveling this mystery. Clue number 3, the parachutes and the jump. One of the most daring aspects of D.B. Cooper's heist was his escape plan. After receiving the ransom money and for parachutes as part of his demands, Cooper instructed the pilots to take off from Seattle-Tacoma Airport and fly toward Mexico City at a low altitude and reduced speed. Somewhere over the rugged wilderness of Washington and Oregon, he opened the plane's aft stairs and jumped into the night with the ransom strapped to his body. The parachutes he used have been a focal point of investigation. Cooper had requested 2 primary and 2 reserve parachutes, likely to make it appear he was planning to take a hostage with him. Interestingly, he chose an older, non-steerable military parachute over the more advanced civilian models provided by the FBI. This decision has puzzled experts, as it suggests he either had limited parachuting experience or deliberately chose a simpler model for specific reasons. Additionally, one of the reserve parachutes was discovered to be a dummy chute, typically used for training and incapable of deploying. Investigators believe Cooper either didn't notice or intentionally avoided using it. However, this raises the question: did he have prior knowledge about the parachutes provided? If so, how? The jump itself has been a source of endless debate. With no clear idea of his landing zone, Cooper leaped into a freezing storm over dense forest. Many believe survival was nearly impossible, but the lack of a body or conclusive evidence suggests otherwise. Did Cooper perish in the wilderness, or did he have a secret plan to escape undetected? The parachutes and his daring jump remain key pieces of the puzzle. Clue number 4. The description and the sketches. The only known physical description of D.B. Cooper comes from the flight attendants who interacted with him during the hijacking. According to their accounts, he was a man in his mid-40s, approximately 5 feet 10 to 6 feet 0 inches tall, with an olive complexion, brown eyes, and a business-like demeanor. He wore a dark suit, a white shirt, a black tie, and carried a briefcase that he claimed contained a bomb. Using these descriptions, the FBI created composite sketches of Cooper, which have become iconic symbols of the case. However, these sketches have also fueled countless theories and false leads. Over the years, numerous individuals have been named as potential suspects, many of whom bore striking resemblances to the sketches. Among them were ex-military personnel, former pilots, and even petty criminals with histories of extortion. One of the more compelling suspects was Richard Floyd McCoy, a former Green Beret who executed a similar skyjacking months after Cooper's crime. McCoy was later captured and killed in a shootout with law enforcement, but many believe he was not D.B. Cooper. Despite the detailed descriptions, the true identity of the hijacker remains a mystery. Could these sketches hold the key, or are they just another dead end? Clue number 5. The FBI's investigation and closure of the case. For nearly 45 years, the FBI dedicated resources to solving the D.B. Cooper mystery. They conducted thousands of interviews, followed countless leads, and amassed an extensive case file. However, in 2016, the FBI officially closed the case, citing a lack of new evidence and the need to prioritize other investigations. The closure of the case has not deterred independent researchers and amateur sleuths, who continue to analyze the evidence and propose new theories. Among the most intriguing recent developments are claims of deathbed confessions, newly discovered documents, and even confessions from supposed family members of Cooper. Yet none of these have been substantiated. One controversial theory suggests that Cooper might have had inside help. The precision of his demands, knowledge of aviation procedures, and ability to evade capture have led some to believe he had connections within the airline industry or even the FBI itself. If true, this would explain how he executed such a complex crime with apparent ease. The case of D.B. Cooper remains one of the most fascinating and enduring mysteries in modern history. Each of these 5 clues, and the FBI's investigation, offers tantalizing hints but no definitive answers. Did he survive the jump and live out his days in anonymity? Or did he meet a tragic end in the wilderness? The truth may still be out there, waiting to be uncovered. As we continue to explore this incredible story, one thing is certain: D.B. Cooper's legend will live on, capturing the imagination of generations to come. What do you think happened to the mysterious Skyjacker? Let us know your theories in the comments below. Beyond the 5 clues, D.B. Cooper has become a cultural phenomenon. Books, documentaries, and even Hollywood movies have tried to capture the essence of this audacious crime, the allure of a criminal who defied the odds and disappeared without a trace, has inspired countless theories and artistic interpretations. Could Cooper have started a new life abroad, or did he fade into obscurity in a small town? These possibilities only deepen the intrigue. The role of modern technology in revisiting cold cases like this cannot be overstated. With advancements in forensic science and crowdsourced investigations, perhaps the mystery of D.B. Cooper will one day be solved. Until then, it remains a tale of daring, ingenuity, and the ultimate vanishing act.